Rossmery Moreno, and I am a facilitator. I'm a youth leader, youth coordinator, youth activist. Like, I love anything that has to do with empowering teenagers. And I run a program here in New York City where my youth create a project. And I usually push it to be global or international. And this has been the first successful one that we've had where we've reached so many countries.
That's great. I'm so
Excited,
glad.
and I'm grateful that you said yes, because it
Of
takes
course.
courage.
I thought it was such a good idea.
So it's 1:34 here is daytime, but it's raining, so it's gloomy and
Oh yeah,
dark.
it's been raining so much here too. I don't get it.
Yes. So where are you calling from?
Portugal.
Portugal.
Lisbon. Yeah.
Another every time I get a new country, I'm like, yay.
It's really pretty.
I just spoke to a gentleman from Mumbai, India, right before
That's
you.
so cool. I've always wanted to go to India.
Me too. That's
It's
on my
probably
bucket
so
list.
pretty.
Mm-hmm. That is on my bucket list.
Yeah,
So
me too. Of
thank you again, because it takes courage.
course. Thank you.
Come on a call with somebody that you don't even know.
Yeah. It's
So
getting really dark.
thank you very much.
No
So
problem.
What part of Portugal?
Lisbon.
Lisbon. I'm gonna write
Yeah.
this down so I will forget that. How long have you been in Poland and Portugal? Sorry.
A couple months. I moved in September to 2019.
Okay, and then you moved from where?
Poland. I was in
Oh,
Poland for 2 years, and then I was ready to start school in August. But then I went to Warsaw. I was in school, and then my parents told me we had to move back. So here I am again.
wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
You're 15 or 16?
I'm 16. I'm turning 17 in August.
Got it. Awesome. So what inspired you to be part of the project?
I I love these type of projects. Like I'm a really like people person, if you can say that. I
Yeah.
love talking to people. I love meeting new people, knowing about people's experiences. And when Sophia told me about it, I was just so interested. I was like, I need to be part of this. It's such a great opportunity and such a great experience.
I like that you said you needed to be part of it, because it gives it.
I really did. I was really excited.
Yes. Well, I'm every day excited, right? Because I have been able to speak to a lot
Yeah.
of different of you teenagers from so many parts of the world,
Hmm.
and it's exciting to see it expand so quickly. I mean, I started April 27 to do my interviews, and I think I have to count them, but I think I've had 20 so far.
That's
So,
great.
so Margarita, tell me, how was it? So tell me, from when did you start hearing about COVID-19, the coronavirus?
Uh,
How did your community respond to it? And then, t- run me through the story.
So we initially heard it when it was still really small in only in China, and when everyone thought it was just some little virus that could be cured really easily. And then it started moving to all different kinds of places, countries, and then March 12th, I think. So tomorrow will be 2 months, I think, that I've been in quarantine. It started spreading to Italy, and then March 12th, we had to be quarantined. The school shut down. The government called quarantine for everyone. Just not people that were still working, because there are a lot of people that still go to work and all those things. And in the beginning, it was crazy. Like the supermarkets were completely empty. People were crazy about getting all the stuff to their house.
I,
Like toilet paper, all that was gone.
I,
Businesses were closed for a really long time, like a month maybe. Like restaurants, cafes, stores, malls. I think everything opened like Monday
mm,
this week. Everything started opening now. So yeah, I've been quarantined for 2 months, which has been an experience completely different from what I'm used to.
So tell me about that experience. Like, what was the challenging parts for you? What is it like for you?
So at first, it was kind of easy. I was just calling my friends all the time. We all found out about this app called House Party, where you could call a bunch of your friends at the same time, and we were just calling and playing games. And we still had some schoolwork, but it wasn't that much, and we weren't having classes. So then, and then I had a 2 week Easter break. We usually have that in Portugal around Easter time. We have 2 weeks of break. And that was a little harder because I had no work. I had to find stuff to do. I don't know. Because when you have schoolwork and when you have stuff to do, it's much easier to spend your time. So then that break ended, and then online school started. And it's just been a lot of work. Teachers think we have a lot of time. So we now have a lot of work to do and to catch up on, and we have to go to classes, like online classes. So yeah, it hasn't been super hard, but it has been different from what I am usually used to doing on my daily.
So how was it on how did you deal with the really hard days? Like those days where you just like sick and tired of it, you miss all your friends and you have to stay home.
Yeah, that was getting really hard because I couldn't find things to do. I just couldn't think of anything else to do. But I learned how to sew and like design stuff on my pants, which was really cool. And I was just playing games with my family and just FaceTiming all of my friends. But then it was getting really repetitive. I could only do that. So then I started finding all types of books in my room. I started reading. I read like 2 books in like maybe a week and a half. I
Wow.
couldn't stop. And then I would go like for walks around like because near my house we have like little gardens and stuff, so we just walk around a little there, then go back home, and then I would also wake up really late because I had nothing else to do.
I think that's the norm around here at
Yeah.
least.
My
Try.
sleeping schedule was so messed up. I would go to bed like at like 4 in the morning and then just wake up at like noon. It was really messed up. And
How was
I would
this
just FaceTime my friends till like 4.
really?
Yeah, because we none of us could go to bed.
And how's the school situation for you guys? Are you guys
So
doing online school or no
yeah,
school?
now we have online school and we have like 2 or 3 classes a day, so we don't have a lot of classes. But then between classes, we have to do work and like all types of like exercises and worksheets and tests and all that. So and presentations or presentations, they just find stuff for us to do. So yeah, it's been not as hard as I thought, but also not as easy as in the beginning I thought it would be. But it's manageable.
Okay.
I'm doing it somehow.
Okay. And what has your city or your area, have they followed quarantine or is
Yeah,
it?
majority of the people have, but a bunch of adults also have to work and still have work, and some of the businesses didn't close completely, so some people had to go to work. But what the police and the government were doing here was that to go to work you needed to have like a paper sheet signed by your boss saying that you were actually going to work and all that. So
Mm.
people that didn't have that had to go back home. And actually, people that have exams, so 11th and 12th grade here, have to go back to school the 18th. They're
Okay.
going back to school the 18th of May to practice for their exams and study and have classes, which is a little weird, but that's what they decided. So, like, a bunch of my friends are going to school on the 18th to practice for their exams.
Do you get to go back to school or you're not in
No,
the,
not me.
not yet? So what do you think we as humanity, right, can get out of this? What do you think i- is a lesson for us?
Honestly, first talking about me, I could not for a really long time. I'm an extrovert.
Mm.
I I'm an extrovert. So I was really scared about going into quarantine because I was like, I'm going to be alone
Mm.
all day. I'm not going to have my friends, only my parents and my brother, only that. And then I was really scared, but then I was like, okay, I can do this. It's not that hard. I can talk to my friends, but I can also take time for myself. And I was in big need of that. I
Yes.
think people are going to learn how to, they're going to learn how to be alone sometimes. And that being alone sometimes is good. And that it doesn't hurt. And that it's good. People don't need to be scared of being alone. Because sometimes we need time for ourselves to think about everything we're going through and everything at school and everything at work and in our friend group, all that. So I think that will be a big lesson people will learn. And I
I
also think, what was I thinking? I had a whole speech about it because in I kind of forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my
no worries.
god.
Continue with whatever.
Wait, was that? I was saying about how
We need time for
people.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna learn how to appreciate people much more. That's what I was gonna say. Cause,
Yes. You
cause
know,
I was like, at first I was like I text a lot of people at the same time. I'm like texting my friends, all my friends. Like I've been texting them a lot to see how they are and FaceTiming them. But before I was like, oh, I'll text them tomorrow, or I'll do this after. But we learn how to appreciate people so much more because we can't be with them, and like we appreciate memories and not being on our phones all the time.
uh,
I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of my phone. It's crazy.
yes. I'm sick of my phone. I want to throw this thing over there,
Yeah,
but
because
I
like
work, I
like I
work
have
on
my
it.
computer and books and all that, and then I have my phone. It's like the thing where I can talk to people with. I can do everything, but like at certain points of the day, I'm just like I can't do this anymore. Why can't I just let go of it?
I know. I know. It's is something. But is that part that you said important for us to remember is the ability to be alone, like the ability to
Mhm.
just be with the moment. Because sometimes I think we pick up our phones to get away from the moment or
Yeah,
distract ourselves because a quote unquote we're bored or we don't know what to do. But sometimes we just gotta let that go and be with the
exactly. Everyone misses their friends and family so much
Mhm.
that once this is all over, and we'll hope it's soon,
Yes.
uh, people will go back to their families and to their friends and not be on their phone as much and just like appreciate the little things and appreciate the moments.
Yeah. I sure hope so.
Yeah, me too. One of my biggest dreams is to go to New York City because I just
Really?
think it's probably such a great city, but I also can see the side of it being like super loud and super
It is.
industrial and all that.
Well, you have a friend in New York City now. So
Thank
you have my number. If I'm here and I'm not out somewhere flying, contact me and I'll be a tour guide. I'll let you know.
That's great. Thank you so much. I
All
really want to go. It's
right.
been
Yeah.
my dream since I was a little kid.
So what do you miss the most? Right?
My
During
friends, for sure. Because
yeah.
I was going to go to Poland and now I can't. I was going to go visit my friends. It was my plan.
mm,
And now because of this, because I have so many plans for this year in summer. And I go to the summer camp like every single summer. And like, they're basically like the counselors there and all that. They're all my friends because I've known them for so long. And it ends when you're 18. So when you're 18, you can't go anymore. And I'm gonna turn 17. So I'm like, my plan was to go this year and go during before Christmas and go in September. But now I don't think I can go in September, and I probably won't be able to go in August, and only like before Christmas. And all my plans are getting ruined. I was gonna see so many concerts this summer. My favorite singer was coming. I already had tickets.
I know. I think a lot of people, well, 2020 came in, so there was a lot of plans that people had.
Everyone thought 2020 was gonna be the year. Everyone's gonna have so much fun. The seniors are gonna go do all those crazy things, senior trip, prom, all those things, graduation, and everyone's plan just got ruined.
So I have two last questions for you.
Yeah.
So one is, so there's a group of teenagers that I think about when I do these interviews, and is that group that's right now in quarantine, just like us, right? In a home where it's not necessarily healthy or safe, right?
Yeah.
Where they don't really have a chance to be themselves, where school was actually their way out, or going to the park or to a youth center, and they don't have that right now. What would be your message to them?
Honestly, I hope all those people are doing okay. And I really hope they're all finding their way. And I really hope they can find a quiet place in their home where they can just be themselves and just maybe go for a walk or just, I don't know. I really hope those people are doing okay. Honestly, I thought of that and it was just so sad for me to think about that I didn't even want to think about it anymore. I hate thinking about people being sad and like hurt and all that.
I know. I know. I'm the same. I start like tearing,
Yes,
and it's a tough situation to even think about, because we're in our bubbles, right? We're in our own little safe space. So being in our little safe space is hard for us to think out that other people might not be going through the same.
exactly.
Uh, However, it's happening. So it's our job to give them like a little bit of hope, right?
Oh, yeah. There was this thing at the pharmacies here where people that were suffering domestic violence could go to the pharmacy and say like these words that were mask 19 but in Portuguese, which was like COVID-19 but with mask. And the people at the pharmacy would immediately know what they were talking about, which
Mm,
I think is super good and super smart and a
wow, that
great
is
idea.
so smart, because then
It is.
you don't have to
You
say too
have to say it because you're probably scared of saying it. I mean, I think people that go through it, which is
much.
horrible, but I think it's such a great way to try to deal with it and try to help people because people that can't leave their house and that are suffering all those horrible, horrible things, at least they have a way of contacting other people
I agree.
and just saying what they're going through, but really like much more easily, I feel like. Which is great. I saw a poster about it at like this pharmacy and I was really happy about it. It made my day. I was like, I'm glad people are doing okay.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. That's super brilliant.
It is a really good idea.
Yeah. And
And I
what
think it should continue
I
because
think
that's a really easy way to help others.
that's a great idea. Hmm.
It is.
So what do you think, what is your overall message for everyone, and what do you think we can learn from this experience?
I feel like it's a cliche, but I really hope everyone's doing okay. And I hope everyone finds their way out of this, even all the people that are sick or even all the people that lost a member of their family, a friend that was going through it. I hope everyone's okay and I really really hope this all ends soon so we can go back to our normal lives. And I just really want people to learn about their value and that they can be themselves and that they can be alone and that they'll be fine. Because that's what I'm learning too. That's kind of what I'm learning too. And I'm really, honestly, I'm proud of myself because I thought I was going to get super anxious like the first week. But honestly, it's been doing wonders to me. And I've been doing great.
That is great.
I
Well,
hope all the people that feel the same way, I really hope everyone's doing really good.
well, I have a little confession. It's been really tough for me. Like, it has not been easy, because I sort of feed off of people's energy. I hate saying
Yes, me
feeding off,
too.
but I go off of people's energy. So not having that, or having the same kind of energy, hasn't been so productive. So there's
I
days
feel like
for me that are not as well. These interactions have
Yeah.
completely helped me through this process. Like, I don't know what I would do without these.
Honestly, if I wasn't FaceTiming my friends every single, I at least FaceTime one of my friends every single day. There's this friend that I've been FaceTiming every single day since quarantine started because we're so close and we just like each other's company even if it's for like 10 minutes.
Oh
So
my
if it wasn't for all my friends FaceTiming me and I don't even know, texting me and me texting them, I don't know what I would be doing with myself. Because
God.
I know I can, like, I'm doing all that, like, journey of, like, knowing I can be alone and all that, but I can do that physically. But, like, if I can't be talking to people, well,
Mm.
I will go insane.
I know. It's something.
Yeah.
Well, Margarita, thank you so much
Thank you
for
so
coming
much. This
on.
was such a great
I
experience.
know we should definitely continue to expand. And if you ever want to just talk, get on a Zoom call,
Of course.
you text me
Yeah,
and
you too.
we'll make it happen, okay?
Of course.
You have a new friend in New York.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
It's
and
a
thank
lot
you
of
for your
fun. Thank you.
courage.
Of course.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Have a good quarantine.
You too.
Bye.